This
Randwick.
time, Copper West was last out, and the grey silvery bounced out in front. Kenworth jumped quickly. Bullet Action and Entrevera going smartly from Silent Invader, and then Romano about 2 lengths to Copper West and a length to Connolly. Racing down past the 850. Here's a go for the lead. The favourite Entrevera, the inside, is just in front from Kenworth, and Bullet Action a length away third, and close up is the grey silvery. 2.5 to Silent Invader, nearly 3 to Copper West and Romano, and 3 or 4 lengths to Connolly. Coming to the home corner, 500 out, and Entrevera on the inside is shading Kenworth, about a neck in it. Silvery third, then Silent Invader. Bullet Action's lost some ground, and Romano heads the others as they set sail for home. Entrevera the inside, and Kenworth about 2.5. Silent Invader, followed by Silvery, and Connolly's made up many lengths from Romano. Kenworth raced to Entrevera. Kenworth doing a shade better. Here's Connolly coming at the pair. Kenworth in front, 100 to go. He got a break. A length Entrevera, Connolly the outside, but Kenworth in no danger of defeat. He's a smart type, and Kenworth a length and a half. Connolly, Entrevera third, followed home by Silvery, Silent Invader, Romano, then Copper West, and Bullet Action was tailed right off.
Super tab number 3, Kenworth 370, 150. 8, Connolly to pay 190, and 4 for third, Entrevera 150.
$3.60 the win, 140 for the place. Number 8 Connolly will pay $2, and number 4 Entrevera at $1.40. Kenworth, a nice type of 3-year-old grey gelding by Ken Mayer from Rose of Supreme, continues a great year being enjoyed by Guy Walter, his trainer, who puts the polish on this gelding for Mrs. K.K. Lavers, and Rod Quinn also enjoying a marvellous season, the winning rider. 3, 8 and 4. Now Summer Ford, number 8 Connolly second. A bay gelding, a 3-year-old by Mr. Henry C. from Nautical Jest, trained by Peter Domkins, written by Shane Dyer. Number 4 third, Entrevera, is by Ken Fair from Epsom Snow, a 3-year-old chestnut gelding prepared by Darren Smith and written by Corey Brown. The time will be available shortly, but a nice win to Kenworth. The Quinella has paid $15.10, Exacta $30.50, and the Trifecta $58.30.
Almost at New Zealand.
Okay, let's go across to Ellerslie, and here's Keith Hobb.
Stand up well, 2,400 metres. Tended up with Guardian Angel. Racing in the Armour Cup, Queen Elizabeth. One of the first out, the Message, but there's Del Coronado's away well enough, and out wide as Zardos is there, kicking up along the inside. Tyneside might lead them all. On the inside, Prince William now dropping in from Jimmy Neat is handy enough. Parked out of it is Zardos. Coastalier is off the track in the early part as well, but as they settle now, Tyneside will lead them. From the Message out wider, then followed on the inside of them, Prince William, Jimmy Neat, Del Coronado reefing for his head a bit. Zardos trapped 3 deep. They followed down then as they work towards the judge. My Galleon up on the outside of then Centrifold. Crimson settles back off the rail from Denham, then followed back by Cheviot. Then Coastalier is next. They're walking the early part of the race. 2.5 to 3 back to Chimney Sweep. And with it then is Guardian Angel. Out towards the 1,600 metres, Tyneside is still led about a half length. The Message on the inside, Prince William, then followed Del Coronado, still reefing for his head. Zardos came next, then on the inside, Jimmy Neat, then followed round by My Galleon, then Centrifold. Crimson is about 8 to 10 off the leaders, then followed by Denham. Next is a half away Cheviot. Then 1.5 then is Guardian Angel. On alongside of it is Coastalier, and the Chimney Sweep can see them all. They swing into the far side, 1,300 metres to go, and the lead of the Message now strides to the lead, taking over from Timesider. On the inside, Prince William, then followed Del Coronado, still pulling a little hard at the 1,200 metres, 2 to Jimmy Neat. Zardos on its outside, then Centrifold is the next horse as they work up the rise, followed round then by My Galleon in that group, a length and a half. Crimson's one off the rail today. Denham is the next horse, then trying to go forward, Coastalier. Cheviot is third last, then Guardian Angel and the Chimney Sweep. Racing down with about 900 metres to go, and the lead of the Message, a half length. Tyneside goes up to have him on. 1.5 Prince William, then followed Del Coronado fourth, then a length and a half Zardos. Jimmy Neat is next, then My Galleon starting to go forward from Centrifold. Crimson starting to make a move. She's going to have to come wide, and 2 back behind these then is Cheviot back on the inside of these now as they turn for home. Guardian Angel, the Chimney Sweep, and Coastalier into the straight. Tyneside looms up now to the Message. Del Coronado out after the 2, and these three have got about 3 now on Prince William. Crimson's coming home a long way out, but a long way off the leaders as they work down 100 to go here now. Del Coronado swept to the lead from Timesider and the Message. These are the three. It's a 3-horse go, but Del Coronado in front is holding. Del Coronado in front is going to beat Timesider. Del Coronado beat Timesider. The Message was third, then followed home behind these Prince William. Next behind them, Guardian Angel, Jimmy Neat. Crimson didn't run on that well, then followed home behind it, My Galleon. Right behind these also were well back Zardos. Chevy, it didn't yelp at all, the Australian, and Coastalier was the last one home. So,
wouldn't you love a Quinella or a trifecta or something with those numbers of 6 and 16 there? $63.90, $12.10, $30 and $4.40. That will pay the lot if you're lucky enough to have it. Right, race 2, Mowbray, let's go. Here is Peter.
Okay, Nick. They're racing, and they've gone away in a good line. Mr. Granada near the inside has begun smartly. Deeper out, Gotham Ruler showing speed. Kel Power going forward. Eglinton on the inside, Honour Thy Name. Back in the field, then Roman Jester. In front of it, then, well, Freemason's dropped out some 2 lengths away at the tail of the field, and Extrinsic goes up to centre field. Heading down towards the 600, and Gotham Ruler, but just over a length, Kel Power. Third, Honour the Name over on the inside of Extrinsic. A length and a half then to Mr. Granada, followed by on the outside of it, Roman Jester. A length then to Eglinton, and 2.5 to Freemason as they come to the turn. 400 out, and the one they've put plenty of money on at good odds is going to lead around the turn. Gotham Ruler. Kel Power travels up stylishly. Honour the Name coming out 3 deep to make its run, going a little greenly, and behind those Extrinsic. The rest aren't doing enough. Down to the 200. Honour the Name took the lead. Kel Power. Gotham Ruler's gone, and then Mr. Granada from a fair way back running on. Honour the Name in front. Kel Power is trying to go with it on the inside, but Honour the Name first up, keeps going and gets home well. Honour the Name first by just on a length of Kel Power. Mr. Granada third. Freemasons run fourth, making up good ground from Gotham Ruler. Then Extrinsic, followed by Roman Jester, and Eglinton was last in.
6 Honour the Name, 3.40 and 1.50. Second 1 Kel Power, $2. 7 Mr. Granada, $1.80.
Number 6 Honour the Name, 3.50, 1.61. Kel Power, 1.90. 7 Mr. Granada, 1.80.
Long for number 1 Kel Power, written by Dan Brereton, and coming from a fair way back was number 7 Mr. Granada, ridden by Aaron Spiteri. Numbers on the opening event are 6, 1 and 7. 6, 1, 7 Honour the Name, Kel Power, Mr. Granada. Fourth into number 4, Freemason coming from tailed off, and fifth was number 5, and that was Gotham Ruler. Time for the journey 59.39, 59.39. Into driving rain and a headwind in the straight. The record 56.1. Well, the track hasn't been marked yet, but mark my words, it will if this rain keeps on as it is at the moment. The winner, Honour the Name, is by Royal Academy out of Lilting, a Twig Moss mare, beautifully bred, and raced by PG Marr, K. Biggs Enterprises, Syndicate, K. Biggs the manager, and Mrs. J.M. Marr, trained by Lee Friedman. Brett Preble aboard. Number 1 Kel Power, it's by Keltrice out of Extreme, Brendan McCarthy and Dan Brereton, and 7 Mr. Granada by Keltrice, also from Courtly Miss, John Salinitri and Aaron Spiteri.
And the turn, 617.
They're off this time. Testarossa jumped reasonably from the inside. Shalt Not away quickly. Plashenko looks as though it's going to lead. And at the end of 150, Plashenko leads narrowly now from Testarossa, going fast, and it's going to hit the front. And Testarossa coming past the 950 draws a half Plashenko. Shalt Not a length and a half away third, about 3 lengths Messiah to Jura. Among Men and Royal Integrity are the last pair. Past the 800 they go. And Testarossa leads the way, 3/4 of a length on Plashenko. 3 deep is Shalt Not. And whizzing around them, Royal Integrity up towards the lead. About 4 lengths Messiah Jura, and Among Men is last of all. Shalt Not, I don't know, a little bit of trouble coming past the 600. And here it's Testarossa the inside from Plashenko, and making a line of 3, Royal Integrity, handling the bend a little awkwardly. And then 2 lengths to Shalt Not, getting back over onto the inside. But Eddie Cassar gives the Melbourne Colt more rain, Testarossa, and he responded and shot away. Testarossa looking good. He's about 3 lengths on Shalt Not, followed by Plashenko weakening, then Massar and Royal Integrity, but Testarossa, oh, he's very green. He ran away from Cassar's whip, but he'll blitz them. It's Testarossa from Shalt Not, Massar and Jura. Then Royal Integrity, Among Men, and Plashenko knocked up badly and finished at the tail of the field. Well, he is a very, very good colt.
1 Testarossa on Super Tab, 190, 160, 2 Shalt Not, $1.20, and 7 for third, Messiah no third.
Number 2, Shalt Not, written by Shane Dye, has run second, $1.40, and there'll be no third tote. And a close issue for third. Well, he was much too good there, Testarossa. You've heard the description. He tended to duck away from Eddie Cassar coming down to about the 75 metres, but quickly straightened up, and he was much too good. 1, 2, and 7 are the official placings. Testarossa first by Perugino from Bodapper, trained by Dean Lawson at Flemington for JM and Mrs. G. Kaplan. 3 out of 3 for him, and that was his first run back, of course, since the 7th of November. He'd had the slight problem, and now all systems are go for Queensland and the Magic Millions. Number 2, second, Shalt Not, is by St. Covert from Outrima, trained by Max Lees, ridden by Shane Dye. And number 7, third, Messiah, is by Marauding from Queen of Show, Graham Rogerson, Brian York. 9 ran fourth, and that was Giro. Time for the race, 1:10.76. 1:10.76, 3 1/4 lengths the winning margin, 1 1/4 second and third. The first 600 35.78, the last 600 34.98. The record held by Status Symbol at 109.30. So he can do no more, can he? Testarossa 3 from 3, Quinella 220, Exacta 350, Trifecta $30.10, and Shalt Not. I don't know what happened near the 600 metres. He seemed to lose it.
529. Supporters of Triple S.
Racing this time, they've gone away in a good line. Carla Joy, one of the first out. Away OK to Shirley's Toy. Nearer the inside, Morning Sanction's gone away smartly with Blue Music, and behind those Follow Gold. Dropping back to the tail of the field, Dash of Love. In front of it, out deep there was at the head of the others, Palace Glow, Amber Plate, and they're very tightly packed. Mad Dam is caught deep as they head down towards the 700. Carla Joy, drawn by Blue Music on the inside, Morning Sanction. Then Follow Gold out a little bit deep on the track with Shirley's Toy. I think the Dash of Love going through in the centre, wide out Mad Dam, followed by Amber Plate. Over on the inside of those, then as they race to the turn, was Safari Sunset, and deep out the second last Palace Glow, and over on the inside now is Amber Plate. Around the turn, 400 metres out, and Blue Music got away here. Follow Gold going to second. Carla Joy is under pressure. Safari Sunset getting up on the inside, and running on from the rear is Amber Plate now. Deep out on the track, Shirley's Toy. It's Blue Music well clear though with 100 to go from Amber Plate, and over on the outside, Follow Gold. Blue Music clear though with 50 metres to go. Amber Plate is trying hard, but Blue Music wins by just on a length. Second, Amber Plate, 2 1/2 away. Third, Follow Gold. Then Amber Glow, behind it Shirley's Toy, Carla Joy, Dash of Love, Morning Sanction, Mad Dam, and last in was Safari Sunset.
7 Blue Music, 870, 260, 3 Amber Plate, 220, 1 Follow Gold, 290.
Blue Music.
On the Super Tab, number 7 Blue Music to pay $9.10 and $2.60. Number 3 Amber Plate to pay $2.40, and 1 Follow Gold $2.90. 731 there. Correct weight at Queanbeyan on the first. Correct weight Queanbeyan 143.
Now official 7, 3 and 1. Blue Music the winner. Amber Plate second, and Follow Gold third. Fourth in number 2 Palace Glow, and fifth in to number 8, and that was Shirley's Toy. Time for the trip 16.4. 16.4. That's 4 seconds outside the record, but into this strong headwind in the straight, they really were gutsing it out. They were going very slowly over the last 100 or so metres of the race. But Blue Music drew barrier 1, sat there on the inside, shared the lead all the way, kicked away on the home turn, and was just too strong for Amber Plate, who was back last as they swung the corner, got right through along the inside, and has run to the line very, very strongly.
Toad 731, Blue Music.
They're off. And the best out was Schwarzkopf, commencing pretty well Dalmara. On Demi Pointer's third, and then Red Ivory, followed by She's Neat. A couple of lengths to Brittany Miss, and immediately Yodelara drops out to last. At the end of 250 metres, and here's Dalmara having a shot at Schwarzkopf, and quickly going up towards the 1600. Dalmara strides to the lead, a length and a half on Schwarzkopf. 5 lengths away, third Red Ivory, a length of the favourite She's Neat, just over 1 then to On Demi Point. 2.5 to 3 then to Brittany Miss, and a leg length to Yodelara. Down the back of the track, and there's no change in the order. 1400 to go, and Dalmara goes along at a reasonable clip, about a length and 3/4 on Schwarzkopf. 5 lengths to the second favourite. That's Red Ivory. She's parked on the outside of the hot pot. She's neat. 2 lengths further off in the race then on Demi Point, followed by Yodelara, and Brittany misses last, at least a dozen lengths from the leader, Dalmara. And as they sweep out of the back straight now and start the run along the High Street side of the 900, and Dalmara shows out, increasing her lead on Schwarzkopf to about 2 lengths. Still about 4 or 5 away. Next is Red Ivory, a length the She's Neat on Demi Point, followed by Yodelara, and last of all another half length away is Brittany Miss. At the 800 and the past that point they go. There's still no change in the pattern, and Dalmara making play. She's a length on Schwarzkopf. Again getting a little closer to Dalmara. 3 lengths to Red Ivory, 2 lengths to She's Neat, 1 then to On Demi Point, followed by Brittany Miss to the outside, and Yodelara's dropped out last as they swing. 450 out. Dalmara's first for home, but Schwarzkopf is in hot pursuit and races up on the outside to head Dalmara. 2 lengths Red Ivory, a length the She's Neat, pulling out into the open stretches, and 3 to Brittany Miss to the 250. Schwarzkopf in front. Red Ivory, and now She's Neat is starting to put her mind to the test, and she and Red Ivory quickly claim Schwarzkopf. She's Neat and Red Ivory, the favourite and the second favourite, are going to fight it out. She's Neat is doing better than Red Ivory, clear of Schwarzkopf and Yodelara, but down to the line goes She's Neat to win. She's Neat beat Red Ivory, Schwarzkopf and Yodelara, followed by Brittany Miss. Good margin then Dalmara, and Absolute was on Demi Points.
Super Tab 2, She's Neat, 180, 165 Red Ivory to pay $2. There'll be no third for number 6.
It's paid $2 and $1.40. Number 5 Red Ivory second will pay $2.20, and there'll be no third for Yodelara. So we stand by for the numbers to come to hand. Schwarzkopf will be third, and just in front of Yodelara. No third for number 6. There they go now, 2, 5 and 6. And the winner, namely She's Neat, is by Kinjate from Nalu, trained by Paul O'Sullivan for Sir WN and CJB Norwood. And she's a brown mare 4, ridden by Shane Dye, beating number 5 Red Ivory by Ivory Wave from Red Style, Robert Price, Len Beasley. And number 6 in third spot, Schwarzkopf by Centane from Desert Jeweller Bay mare 4, Paul Cave, Corey Brown. Fourth went to number 8, Yodelara. Time was 2:01.26. 2:01.26. It's been a good gallop. The class record is now to the credit of She's Neat, having not been run under the conditions and distance previously, and we'll have the breakdown of sectional time and other news in just a moment. Now the Quinella has paid $3.20, exacta $4.80, trifecta $32.10 before the jump at Auckland. Here are the official dividends.
Town in 89, Bone Crusher in 85, Ring the Bell in 80, Uncle Remus in 77, Balmerino in 75. Who will join that illustrious list? That illustrious list of names as classic winners in this country, the Derby, traditionally run, of course, on Boxing Day. So Brook goes up for Leith Innes. Looks like Able Master will be one of the last to load, along with the filly Nahayan. Let's head upstairs and get his call for the Sleepyhead New Zealand Derby of 1998. Keith Hobb.
So they are all but set to go. Able Master is the last horse to go up. He goes in for Alan Peard. So they're all but ready. Nahayan, the one gate racing in the Sleepyhead New Zealand Derby, and a good start too. Nahayan towards the insides, up there going quickly. Glaze Star as they work over to the rail out wide, and now Just Call Me Sir scoots to the lead as expected. El Duche's in behind them. So Casual is up handy in the early rush, also out wide on the track here. Defensive's charging up, and Mr. Millennium's going to be in the leading van as well. Getting back last is to Brook, and back with it is Sea Squill in the last 2 or 3. Able Master, and back with them then Amazing Charm, but at the judge a good rate, and Just Call Me Sir is the leader. Second now on the outside then is Defensive of Glaze Star on the rail. So Casual ends up 4th. They're followed by then is Classic Surprise the inside, and working round now Mr. Millennium about 6th or 7th. Back on the inside Nahayan is midfield, just ahead of it is El Duche. A length then back behind them the Immortal One, then Mac and Fries is next. Checking round it on the outside is Big Hustler, followed back then by Lock in Var, then with its head in the air now Amazing Charm. 1 168 in that group as well with BYO, then followed Able Master, and back is Sea Squill and last to Brook. He must be 15 off the leaders as they work by the 1,300 metres. And the leader, Just Call Me Sir, bowling along at a good rate. Right there defensive. Glaystar on the inside rail. Tracked around then Mr. Millennium. So Casual, one out. Classic Surprise, a lovely run. 1.5 to then El Duche. On the inside of it then is Nahayan. A length back the Immortal One. Then Mac and Fries is next as they went by the 1,000 metres. Getting back in the field, a little Big Hustler was next. Then followed by Lock-in Bar. BYO starting to work forward. Then Amazing Charm, the next one from then Able Master back on the inside with 168. Then followed Sea Squill and Tobrukis last of all. Racing down to the 600 in the Derby, and it's Just Call Me Sir still going beautifully in the lead. Right there defensive, Mr. Millennium working round 3 wide. Glaystar being kicked along, So Casual's going to come 4 wide as they come into the straight and head for home. In behind them also El Duche. Just Call Me Sir led them in from So Casual, the first to pounce, and pounce he did. He went to the lead, but El Duche's coming after him strongly, and here's Nahayan coming into the clear for Johnson from a long way back. The leader, So Casual, Nahayan and El Duche, these three are going to fight the Derby out. Nahayan running about a bit as usual. El Duche, and on the inside, So Casual fights back. Any of these out wide, Nahayan, So Casual with its nose in front, and oh gee, this is close. So Casual, Nahayan's lost it by running out wide in photos with El Duche and the mile back to the others. So Nahayan on the outside ran out very wide. So Casual, I think, might have just nosed it out. Third will be El Duche. Photos very wide apart. Behind them then also was Sea Squill, followed well back behind them. Just Call Me Sir gave in. Defensive was well back. Glaystar, Mac and Fries, Mr. Millennium, and also BYO. So photos.
The top go there. Tell you what, it's a tough angle too. They're all set now. We've got to go to Mowbray. We'll come back with the Derby result in New Zealand in a moment. Take you to the Gold Coast dividends. 12-1 Deer Heart at $2.30. Quinella 51.60. And the trifecta, $513.